In this video, I'm going to be showing you my money model that I'm using to scale online fitness creators. And as I'm sure you've seen, Hormozi had a massive book launch for his $100 million money model book, where he broke down how important it is to have an attraction offer, how important it is to get enough profit in the first 30 days to be able to keep funding client acquisition, and also how important it is to retain customers. So I'm going to walk through this very quickly and try to explain to you the money model that we found through a whole, almost 2 years of tinkering around with different variables and figuring out what works best for online fitness specifically in 2025 and 2026. So first of all, what we have here is like the structure of the funnel, the actual kind of money math behind it, and as simple as possible. So number one, to get traffic, we run Instagram story ads only. So you go into the ads manager and you only select story placement at the ad set level. You only run stories. That's just what works best for us. We've been running that for a long time now. And we also run IG organic. Both of these are talking about something that is completely at 100% free. So we run 6-week free challenges where they get a workout plan, a diet plan, and a community. So things that other coaches are literally charging money for, we give away for completely free. And this is what gets us a lot of leads, right? When you use the word free, you literally get 9 times the people to raise their hand and say, yes, I'm interested. And sometimes, people have this argument, there's a debate about, well, if I do a direct CTA and say, hey, if you want to invest money in coaching, of course the lead quality is going to be better. And if you have an infinite supply of leads, let's say you have 2 million followers of high quality people and you've been posting purely coaching content, that's great. But for a fitness creator, they have not necessarily been posting heavily, niche fitness content that's attracting like buyers, right? A lot of times fitness creators are posting lifestyle content, and that leads to a lot of more just kind of normal people who would absolutely buy coaching, but they're not necessarily as in market ready to buy right now as some other audience would be, right? That is why it's so important to kind of cast a wide net by saying it's free, because you'll get 9 times the people, and you'll be able to have DM setters kind of slowly persuade them to be more open to the idea of coaching, right? After they join the free challenge, they are in the DMs, right? So the IG ads and the organic is saying, DM me this keyword to join the challenge. And from there we have 5 different DM setters, all running a very simple DM setting script. That's a whole nother video. And what they're doing in that conversation is a couple things. Number one, they're raising their interest level, right? So it's not like they're just financially qualifying. This conversation is actually increasing the interest level of every single person who is in the DMs, because they're being caused to reflect deeply on their own fitness right now. And then they're also financially qualifying, right? So they're seeing, is this person worthy of, in a good spot to be placed onto a closer's calendar? That's very important, because the closers have limited time. We want to have their calendars full of people where they're most likely to convert and make money, because closers are made, both of these positions are made commission only, right? Which is great for the money model. But after they are booked into an appointment, they have a closing call. And the closing call is about 40 minutes long, basic setting, closing script, right? Another full video as well. But from that point, the closer closes the deal. They buy a one-on-one coaching, and we push the lead into our actual program, right? Now they're a customer. And once they're inside the program itself, that's where the retention system comes in. And to be totally honest, we've been focusing so much on the front end of the money model that this is still something that we're testing, and we're still trying to dial into the variables. So I can briefly overview what we are, starting to test. So for retention, we're focusing on a couple things. Getting people to refer their friends, because that would cause an infinite web to start. One person refers one person, that person refers 1 or 2 people. It can just go on and on if we can get that system dialed. So we're focusing heavily on how to get referrals consistently. Right now, the strategy for referrals that we're using is every single week we send a simple check-in form. On that check-in form, one of the questions is, how likely are you to refer a friend? So this is planting a seed in each customer's mind, like, oh, I have a 10 out of 10. That's like they're telling themselves, yes, I would take this action. So after 2 weeks of them saying, I'd absolutely refer a friend, our coaches reach out to them with a simple script saying, hey, we noticed the past 2 weeks you said you 10 out of 10 would refer a friend. That's so awesome. Who would you refer? Who would you want to do this with? And would they actually be a good fit for this program? Would they actually get value from it? And from there, if they name someone, we ask them to make an introduction in a group chat. Could you introduce them to my supervisor, my coach, who is one of the closers, and he'll take it from there. The other way that we're retaining people is trying to create an amazing experience, like really, really dialing in the one-on-one coaching to the point where people are asking organically, hey, I want to stay longer. And we're going to have our coaches throughout be planting ideas and seeds, and at a certain point, running a script in their DMs with these clients saying, hey, like, your program is coming to an end, you're killing it lately. We have this discount for people who want to stay, to reward you taking action, staying consistent, and keeping your gains going, right? I'm gonna circle back on retention with a full video once we have that really dialed, but this system right here gets us a 3x to 7x ROAS on our ads. It's very, very simple structure, and the main expense, like if we're getting a 7x ROAS, that leaves us a lot of room for high profit. The setters, we pay them 3 to 5% commission. The closers make 10% commission, and then the product itself and all the one-on-one coaching stuff costs about 10% of the sale of a customer, which leaves us at about 75% profit in the first 30 days. This has allowed us to continue to spend money on ads, continue to test, run pretty high profit business, and it's a very similar model to what Gym Launch was running for their actual brick and mortar gyms. They would run a free challenge, a free 6-week challenge. We use that exact same thing except for online, and they would have people come in, do consulting, they would upsell them onto an actual program, and then they would retain them on the back end of that. So this is what we've learned at a high level. If you have any specific questions, just comment below this video or reach out to me on Instagram, Real Alex Walsh, because right now we are looking for more fitness creators to actually run this system with, because we have it so systemized now. I'm glad we laid the foundations for over almost 2 years figuring out all the little details of this, and I'm going to try to make a video diving into the weeds of this, but I wanted this video to be a high level overview of the money model itself that is working and allowing us to scale. We've scaled to $70,000 a month. We're shooting for 100 in January. January obviously is a really hot time for fitness because of everyone doing their New Year's resolutions. So this is what we're doing, and I hope you enjoyed. Hope this clarifies a money model from a high level of how to conceptualize what you're building from a high level, and of course I'll be providing more detail on each step. So yeah, that's it for this video. See you in the next one.